welcome. Today, we're diving deep into the whole world of making money online.
Right.
The material we went through, it gives a really broad picture, doesn't it? From like how it started, the real opportunities, but also the dangers and even the mindset you need.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, so our mission here is basically to pull out the key insights, maybe some surprising stuff too, to help you figure out what's legit and, what needs a bit more caution.
Exactly. Because the appeal is obvious flexibility, being your own boss, all that.
Sure, who wouldn't want that? But we really need to ground ourselves in what's actually realistic.
Absolutely. And what's interesting right off the bat is just how wide this make money online thing actually is. It's way more than just, buying and selling stuff.
Totally. We're talking digital content, offering up your skills remotely, using online platforms in, well, new
Yeah,
ways.
creating things, delivering services, it's a whole ecosystem.
And it keeps changing, right? Like now you hear about NFTs, online real estate even getting mixed in. It's definitely not like the old ways of earning.
No, it's a big shift.
Yes.
Moving from those, let's call them offline routes,
Yeah.
to doing things online. It's driven by convenience, access.
Hmm.
It just makes sense for a lot of people.
And the barrier to entry seems lower for a lot of this stuff. You need a computer, internet, some skills, obviously.
Right. That's a huge part of it. And the global reach.
Yeah.
You're not just limited to your town anymore. You can work with people or sell to people anywhere.
Okay, so let's maybe rewind a bit. The history is actually kind of fascinating. It's not like this just popped up yesterday.
Not at all.
The sources mentioned those make money fast chain letters.
Uh-huh.
I remember getting emails like that, but they started with actual physical mail.
Yeah, believe it or not. And the core idea, well, it hasn't really changed that much, has it?
How so?
Well, those early letters, physical or email, they were basically pyramid schemes. It was all about getting more people in, not really selling a real product.
Ah, right. Recruit, recruit, recruit.
Exactly. And that model, it just can't last. It collapses eventually. But as soon as email came along, boom, they just adapted.
Yeah.
Use those early online payment things. Shows how quick these things evolve.
Then came the 90s and e-commerce really started to take shape. Pizza Hut taking orders online in 94? That's wild.
It is. It shows businesses were starting to see the potential really early on.
But how did people, trust sending money online back then?
That's a great point. And that's where something like PayPal coming in the late 90s was just massive. It made online payments feel safer, more reliable than, mailing a check or giving out card details directly.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Built confidence.
Definitely. And that paved the way for marketplaces like eBay and Amazon.
Right. That feels like when it really opened up for regular people, not just big companies.
Totally democratized it. They gave you the platform, the audience. Suddenly, individuals could be sellers, entrepreneurs online. Much easier.
And as online payments just became normal, especially for younger folks.
Yeah, less cash, more digital. And then social media exploded, creating whole new ways to earn influencers, content creators. It's a long way from those chain letters.
Okay, so let's explore some of these different ways people are earning online now. Starting with freelancing, the gig economy. Most people kind of get this, right? Offering skills project by project.
Yeah, and the range of skills needed is pretty staggering. Things like writing, editing, web development, software stuff, graphic design, digital marketing, social media,
Wow, okay.
data analysis, even virtual assistants,
Yeah.
doing admin tasks remotely. It's really broad.
And people use platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, freelancer.com to connect.
Exactly. They each have slightly different vibes, you could say. Maybe Upwork for longer projects, Fiverr more for specific, smaller gigs. Freelancers, quite broad.
And the upside for the freelancer is clear flexibility, choosing your projects. Autonomy.
Sure, but it's not just about signing up, is it?
No, definitely not. You need a solid portfolio. You got to know how to pitch yourself, manage clients. It's basically running a mini business.
Precisely. And you have to keep learning, keep your skills sharp. It's competitive. Sustained success means staying relevant.
Okay, moving on. E-commerce. Buying and selling online. Seems like there are a few different ways to do this, too.
Oh, yeah, lots of models. You can sell your own stuff, physical or digital, like crafts, ebooks, courses,
Right.
or drop shipping, where you don't hold inventory. Affiliate marketing fits in here, too, promoting other people's products on your site. Print on demand is popular. You design, they make it when someone orders. Or just good old reselling, finding stuff and selling it on.
Lots of options. And platforms like Shopify, Amazon, Etsy make it easier to start.
Definitely. They handle a lot of the tech side.
Oh.
And the big pluses are that global reach again. and usually lower setup costs than a physical store.
But it's not guaranteed success, right? What does it take?
No, absolutely not. You really need to find your niche, have a decent website that works well, figure out your marketing, and crucially, good customer service to keep people coming back.
Okay. What about affiliate marketing on its own? Promoting other people's stuff. Seems popular, maybe less upfront work.
It can be. It's performance-based. You get paid a commission if someone buys through your special link.
So you put these links in your blog or videos or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. The company tracks sales coming from your link, and you get a cut, either fixed or a percentage.
And the appeal is what? Lower risk, no product creation, maybe passive income down the line?
Those are the potential benefits, yeah. Low investment to start. But, and this is key, you have to build trust. If you just promote junk, your audience will see right through it.
Good point. Promote stuff you actually like or use.
Absolutely. Relevance and authenticity are crucial.
All right, content creation. This feels huge now. Blogs, videos, podcasts, social media.
It is huge. And monetization is varied too. You've got ads, obviously, like YouTube ads or Google AdSense on blogs, then brand deals, sponsorships. We mentioned affiliate links, selling your own digital downloads or merch, membership sites like Patreon, even just direct tips or donations.
So many ways. And platforms everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, blogging sites. But it takes a ton of work, right?
Absolutely. Creating good quality content consistently, building an audience that takes serious time and effort. It's definitely not an overnight thing.
Yeah, you need patience.
Patience, consistency, engaging with your audience.
Yeah.
That's how you build something sustainable there.
Then there are things like online surveys and microtasking. Easy to access, maybe, but the payout.
Yeah, that's the catch.
Uh-huh.
You can earn a bit sharing opinions on survey sites like Swagbucks or Survey Junkie, or doing tiny repetitive tasks on platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk.
Like data entry or tagging images.
Stuff like that. The barrier is super low, but the pay is generally, well, pretty small. More like pocket money than a real income stream.
Gotcha. And finally, there's just this whole grab bag of other legit ways people make money online.
Right. Teaching or coaching online, being a virtual assistant, selling stock photos or videos, translation, testing websites.
Flipping domain names. Online trading, though, that has risks.
Big risks, yes.
Yeah.
Selling handmade stuff, managing social media for businesses, creating digital products like templates or ebooks, subscription boxes, apps, consultation. The list goes on.
It really shows the diversity out there. If you have a skill or an idea, there's probably an online angle.
Pretty much. It's about finding where your skills or interests meet an online need.
Okay, so we've laid out all these potential avenues. Now, the big question, money. What are realistic income expectations? This feels like where a lot of the hype is.
It really is. And this is where it gets tricky because the answer is almost always.
Yeah.
It depends. Income varies wildly.
Depends on what?
Your audience size, how engaged they are, your niche, how you monetize, your skills, your experience, how much time and effort you actually put in, all of that.
So forget the get-rich-quick stuff.
Absolutely. That's mostly marketing hype. We need to look at some ranges, but even these are just rough guides.
Okay, so the sources gave some monthly figures. Starting a podcast, maybe $200 up to $5,000 plus.
Yeah, that's a potential range. A video on demand channel, maybe $300 to $10,000 plus. Online courses, similar ballpark, maybe $500 to $10,000 or more.
Exclusive content platforms, $100 to $5,000. Webinars could be $500 up to $20,000 plus. Selling on social media, maybe $500 to $10,000.
Right. You see the huge variability. These aren't guarantees. They reflect potential based on success, audience size, etc.
And freelancing. We heard the average salary looks high, but the range.
Exactly. The U.S. average might be quoted over 99Ks a year, but the reality spans from maybe 31K way up to 275K or more. It's a massive spread.
And hourly rates depend on the skill, too.
Totally. Writers, editors might be $15, $40 an hour. Programmers maybe $21, $55. Software developers could be $10, and also up to $100 or more per hour. Experience, niche, client quality matter hugely.
Okay. E-commerce seems like it grows over time. New stores versus established ones.
Yeah, there seems to be a scaling effect. A new store might average, say, 63K revenue per month in the first few months.
Revenue, not profit.
Crucial distinction, yes. Revenue. An established store, after a year, might average 127Ks a month, maybe hitting 352K after 3 years. But profitability, that often takes over a year. Patience and reinvestment are key there.
Right. And affiliate marketing income varies by experience, too.
Definitely. Beginners might make $0 to $1,000 a month. Intermediate folks, maybe 1-3 years in, Could be $1,000 to $10,000 a month. Experienced, 3+ years, maybe $10,000 to $50,000 or even more.
But a lot of people don't make that much.
That's the important footnote. Many affiliates earn less than $10 a year. Getting to substantial income takes years of building trust and traffic.
And content creators, we see the headlines about millions, but for most.
It's wildly varied. The top few percent make fortunes, sure, but the average depends so much on the platform, niche, audience, monetization. Beginners often earn very little initially. Growth takes time. Platform algorithms also play a huge role you don't control.
Okay. And then back to surveys and microtasks, low potential confirmed.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe $40 a month doing surveys daily. Microtasking often works out to less than minimum wage per hour. It's supplementary, not a primary income.
So the big takeaway on income is it takes time, work, planning, skills. No magic bullets.
That's the realistic view. Significant success isn't quick or easy.
Which unfortunately leads us to the darker side, scams. Because where there's opportunity, there are people trying to exploit it.
Sadly, yes. The popularity and, the idea that it's easy money makes this area ripe for scam. You absolutely have to be careful.
So what are the common ones? We mentioned pyramid schemes.
Still around, just adapted online. Fake job offers are huge work-from-home scams.
Like what?
Things like reshipping packages, which might involve illegal goods. Fake check scams, where they send you a check, you deposit it, send some money back or elsewhere, then the check bounces.
Ouch.
Or asking you to pay upfront for training or equipment for a job that doesn't exist. Advance fee scams promise a big money if you just pay a small fee first.
Investment scams too, right? Crypto? High returns?
Yeah, unrealistic promises, low-risk touted classic signs, pump and dump schemes, fake invoices like getting a PayPal request for something you never ordered.
Prize scams, pay a fee to get your winnings. Tech support scams, fake shopping sites.
Bogus business opportunities, coaching programs that promise the moon. The list is long. You need to be vigilant.
Okay, so red flags for work from home scams specifically. What should people watch for?
Unsolicited contact, especially texts. Vague job posts on social media. Offers that seem way too easy, no real interview. Listings on weird websites you've never heard of.
Pay rates way above normal.
Big red flag. Asking for sensitive info like your bank details or social security number right away. Insisting on direct deposit only. Asking you to wire money for any reason.
And general scam red flags.
Anything that sounds too good to be true probably is. Pressure to act now. Suspicious links or attachments don't click. Being rushed into a decision.
Unusual payment methods.
Big one. Asking for payment in gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, asking you to open new bank accounts or pay IDs that they're trying to get around fraud protection.
And if you do get scammed or think you see one,
report it to the FTC, econsumer.gov, your state attorney general. It helps authorities track this stuff.
But prevention is key.
Absolutely. Be skeptical. Do your research. Don't pay upfront fees for job promises. Guard your personal information fiercely.
Okay. Let's shift gears slightly. The mindset. This isn't just about tactics. There's a psychological side to working online, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. It comes with unique challenges. That flexibility can mean work bleeds into everything.
Yeah.
No clear boundaries.
And it can be lonely.
Yeah. Isolation is real for remote workers.
Yeah.
Income can be inconsistent, which is an emotional roller coaster. Feeling overwhelmed by all the tools, platforms, strategies.
Plus, maybe some people still feel a bit skeptical about whether online earning is real work.
That too. Internalized skepticism. Then there's fear of failure. The anxiety of not having a boss telling you what to do. It takes serious self-discipline, time management.
And managing expectations, like we said, avoiding that get-rich-quick trap.
Crucial. But on the flip side, the motivations are powerful.
Like what?
Wanting financial independence, control, getting to do work you're passionate about, using your expertise. That flexibility in schedule and location is huge for many.
Building something of your own, maybe making an impact.
Exactly. Creating value, hitting personal and financial goals. These are strong drivers.
So you need resilience then to handle the ups and downs.
Absolutely essential. Bouncing back from setbacks. Adapting, because the online world changes fast. Managing stress, staying focused, learning from mistakes, not giving up.
So mindset, self-care, they're actually part of the strategy.
They have to be. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Your mental game is just as important as your business plan.
Okay, so wrapping things up, for someone starting out, what are realistic expectations for growth, for success?
I think the biggest takeaway is that earning real, sustainable income online. It's usually gradual. It takes consistent effort, perseverance.
The overnight success story is mostly a myth.
Pretty much. You need to be committed to continuous learning, Adapting, the digital space doesn't stand still.
And have a strategy, not just try random things.
Yes, a strategic approach matters. Choose your niche carefully. Focus on building an actual audience or client base. Have a clear monetization plan.
And be patient. Results take time.
Months, often years, for things like a successful blog, a YouTube channel, e-commerce store, affiliate business.
Yeah.
Don't expect big profits in year one.
Right. Some experts even advise e-commerce stores to just focus on testing, iterating, reinvesting for the first 18, 24 months.
Exactly. Building the foundation before expecting big payouts.
So it really comes back to providing genuine value.
That seems to be the common thread for sustainable success. Whether it's information, entertainment, a product, a service, if you're genuinely helping or serving your audience, income tends to follow, eventually.
Okay. So to summarize this deep dive, the online world definitely has real opportunities to make money. No doubt. But it demands realism, serious effort, and caution. Quick riches are unlikely. Sustainable success is a long game.
Continuous learning, strategic thinking, and focusing on value. Those seem like the keys.
Right. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. As you think about this online world, what unique value could you genuinely offer someone else?
And perhaps just as importantly, keep a sharp eye out. If something online looks too good, too easy, pause. Dig deeper. Be skeptical. It probably warrants that extra scrutiny.